Okay, this is my part 1 tutorial of how to solve a 4x4x4. That's good distance right there. I'll keep it right there for most of the video. Here's what you do. First, after you've looked at your beauty and you've played around with it for a while, which I suggest you do play around with it for a while, one of the main parts is trying to find little 2x1 pieces like this blue and this white. Just trying to find little 2x1 pieces like that. But I suggest you play around with it for a while, break it in, mix her up a couple times. Doesn't take that long to mix it up, really, because you're looking for the overall one thing. Okay, now it's pretty mixed up to me. I don't know, whatever. So, okay, one thing about a 4x4 that you don't have about a 3x3 or a 5x5 is a definite center. On a 5x5 you have a definite center. Greens, oranges, red, or on a 4x4 you don't have a definite center. You can mix up any of these centers that you want. They're completely different colors that were in there last time. Like, there, again, completely different colors. So you're going to make your center. Now, you want to have a blue and green completely opposite from each other. And in order to do this, you're going to line up 2x1 blue pieces like I talked about earlier. In order to do this, you look for 2 blue pieces, center pieces, that you can find. Okay, I've got one here, and I've got one here. But they're parallel from each other, or they're across from each other. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move this whole right side down. Okay, and then we're going to move this front side over. And then we're going to move it back up. And now they line up, okay? And you're going to twist it like this. You're going to twist the front side like this, so that you can work in this whole second row, and in this row, and this row, without messing this up, okay? Now we're going to look for another blue one. We got one here, and we got one here. When we twist this, they line up like the last ones, but these don't get messed up, see? Because we can turn this. As long as we don't turn it this way, we won't mess anything up. So we've got it lined up like that. Now we can turn it down like this, just like we did the last one. One more time, and up again. We didn't mess this up, and we've got 2 blue pieces. Now you can just turn it upside down and turn them together, but we need to find the green ones. And then it gets a little bit harder, but I know you'll get it. We're going to locate 2 green pieces. Green, green. We're going to move them together, but they don't go together. They're parallel, like the last ones. We move it down, turn it to the right, this way, and turn it back up, but then our blues get separated. So we have to find a different way to be able to line them up. Well, we could turn this top layer like this without messing anything up, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn this so that this piece goes here, because when we line them up, they'll be next to each other. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to turn it like this. If we can get it. Good, like that. Now we turn this up, and they line up. Now you have a green, blue, blue. We need the last green. And here they are in the top layer. Now, if it's in the top or the bottom layer, whenever you turn it, you're going to mess up this blue here. So what we're going to do is turn the blue like this. Here's our 3 layers. Don't get confused now. And here's the top layer, and we have our greens. We're going to turn the blues on the back side this way so that they come down without messing up any of those. See? Blues didn't get messed up. Now we're going to turn the blues the other way so that when we pull this green down, it doesn't get messed up. And there we go. We have all these still lined up. Greens, blues, blues. And now we've got these greens, and we can just move them like this. One last time. Alright, now we've got green, green, blue, blue. We've got them all lined up. Make sure you have a blue and a green right across from each other. It doesn't matter which side. And turn them upside down. Each side upside down. Then just turn it once until they line up. Now you got greens and blues. And once you have these, you're going to turn it so that you have a blue in your left side and a green in your right. Or you can do it this way where you have a green in your right and a blue in your left. Now we're going to find 2x1 pieces like this yellow right here, but in every single side, so that we'll be able to line it up. Now it's really important here that you get this right because you want to make sure your centers are in the right spot. If you have your green up here and your yellow up here, and this corner piece doesn't line up with them, like in the 3x3, which I broke, but if they don't line up, you won't have an efficient solve. There's two already there that were lined up. Here's another orange, another yellow. Okay, so we got to solve. Okay, we can get this yellow and this yellow lined up. So we're going to turn this way one more time so that this yellow is in the top left corner and this is in the top right. So when we turn it, they line up. Then we're going to turn it once. Either way you can turn it, doesn't matter, so that they're out of the way. Now we got that yellow, orange, white, and red. Now we got to get this orange with this orange. We can turn it so that this is in the top right, this needs to be in the top left. But when we do, our yellows get messed up. I'm going to teach you how to solve that. You turn it, and you turn it down, and then you pull it back down. Well, this top, okay, hold on. You turn this up. I sound kind of confusing here, and I don't want to. You turn this up, and you solve them. Well, they were like this, like that. Now you turn them up so that this is in the top right, and this would be in the top left. Once you turn it up, turn it so that when you can move them this way, your oranges won't get messed up. Now look in this top layer. Yellow is here, and yellow is here. You need to put this yellow in the top left, and this in the top right. Like that. Now we turn them one more time, and our yellows are realigned. Now, we've got yellows, orange, red, white. We don't have a white and a red, and a white and a red. There they are. They're completely opposite of each other. And if you turn them like this, they'll line up. So, now all of our centers are lined up. Every now and then you'll get something like this. Well, I can't get one, but you'll have it where this white is here and this red is here, and they'll be kind of crisscrossed with each other. Kind of like the blues were towards the beginning, where a blue will be here and a blue will be here, but instead a red will be here and our white will be here, and it's kind of hard to get undone. You just kind of have to play around with it a little bit. Now, I think this is where we're going to go on to part 2.